Hey y'all, I'm Val from Our Forever Farm. My volume completely went kerplunk on this video. So you'll see my mouth moving different from my talking, but we're going to get through this. My friend Rhonda sent me two really good candy recipes for Christmas, and they're so good and they're so simple. We're going to do two of them. The first one is called dark chocolate almond bark. Here we go. We're using three ingredients. We're using the dark chocolate almond bark that you buy. We're using walnuts, but you can use any nut you want. And we're using pretzels. So I like to go ahead and measure everything out. So we're going to measure out 1.5 cups of chopped walnuts or your favorite nut, but you want them chopped. I just chopped mine in my Ninja food processor. That makes it really easy. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my pretzels. All I could find was the sticks, and so I'm just putting them in my Ninja, and I'm going to crush 1.5 cups of crushed pretzels. Doing this in the food processor makes it really simple, but you can do this by putting your pretzels in a Ziploc bag and just crushing them with your hands, or use a dough roller and go over it several times. So here I've got my walnuts chopped, and I've got my pretzels crushed. So I'm going to use this whole package of dark chocolate almond bark, and so I'm just cutting them into those pieces and getting it ready to melt. So you can melt this in a double boiler or you can melt it in the microwave. I'm choosing the microwave. I do it for, I think, a minute at the beginning, and then I stir it every 30 seconds until it's completely melted. If you do it too much, you'll have a different kind of texture. It won't be the smooth, shiny texture. But if you stir it every 30 seconds and it takes 2 or 3 minutes to melt it, you'll be fine, and it makes a delicious candy. In the meantime, I've put parchment paper down on my island where we can make the candy. You'll see as we go along. Let's get this melted. So you just take it out and stir it every 30 seconds where it won't burn, and that's what it does if you do it too much. It's really simple. So we're going to just get it melted, and we're going to put our candy together. If you are needing a really quick gift, this candy is what you need to make. It's quick and easy and delicious. This almond bark is so good to have to make candy with. It melts up really easy. See how shiny it is and pretty it is? That's the way it should look. So now we're going to add our pretzels, and we're just going to pour them in, and then we're going to add our nuts. And like I said, you can use any nut that you like, and we're just going to stir this up really good. Me and Sweet Hunter, when we tasted this, it reminded us both of a candy bar, and we cannot remember which candy bar it is, but it is delicious. So now we're just going to pour this onto the parchment paper, and I'm stirring it because if you don't watch it, it will set up on you very quickly. So next what you want to do is just spread it out very, very thin on this parchment paper. I just use one of those offset spatulas and just do it really thin. It's really, really easy, and it doesn't take long at all for this to set up. And that's the way it should look right there. So while this is setting up, we're going to move on to our next candy. Okay, the next candy is called Cranberry Macadamia Bark. This is delicious, I'm telling you. Both of them are. They're just delicious. So we're basically going to do the same thing. We're going to melt our vanilla almond bark. That's the first thing we're going to do. So I want to show you what's going in the candy, and it's sweetened, dried cranberries. That's the package I found. That's what it said. We're going to use 1.5 cups. So I was reading on the recipe, Rhonda says measure with your heart, as she does. So I guess that means if you want more, you can put more. And the third ingredient is a bag of macadamia nuts, and Rhonda put lightly toasted. The ones I found were salted and roasted, and I'm telling you, it was delicious. I'm more of a savory, salty person than I am a sweet person, so this one really, it was really good to me. I love the nuts in it. I make a macadamia cookie that my daughter gave me the recipe, and I'm telling you, it's delicious. So I love macadamia nuts. So now we're going to do the very same thing with the vanilla almond bark. The same thing we did as the chocolate. We started it out at a minute, and then every 30 seconds we stirred it. Looks like I'm having a conversation with somebody, probably Sweet Hunter. But anyway, I've added the dried sweetened cranberries, and I went ahead and just added the nuts at the same time. And I'm just going to stir it up just like I did the other candy. The process is the same, but the outcome is totally different. They're two different candies, and they are both so good. So here I am just pouring it on the parchment paper, and I'm going to do the very same thing. I'm just going to spread it out very thin and let it set up. I hate this happened to the volume. I probably told y'all a lot of good stuff. I'm just thankful that I could still show the video and explain how to make the candy, because I'm telling you, you will love this candy. It's so good. So they are set up, and I wanted to show you how hard they were. Look at that. I can pick them up like a giant candy bar. So I wanted to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Christmas tins, and I'm going to use those little bags that I use to put my candy pecans in. And I'm going to put this candy in it and just give it away. So I started just cutting it with a knife into pieces, but I ended up just breaking it up. It's that easy, and when you break it up, it actually makes pretty little pieces to put in a bag or a tin. So I decided, we were having a Christmas party with our family, and I decided to go ahead and put this on a plate and let the kids, get some before I bagged it up. It's not only delicious, it's pretty too. So we're going to repeat the same process. This time I'm just starting out breaking it up because it made pretty little pieces, and we'll put it on a platter for the party. I love to share my yard sale finds. It's fun to find treasures that you don't own, and I especially love these log cabin plates. Well, here we go. There's the candy, 2 different candies. So I did a taste test on both of them. Sweet Hunter did too. He likes the chocolate. I thought I would like the macadamia cranberry candy the best because of the nuts, but I honestly think I like the chocolate the best too. It tastes just like some kind of candy bar that we cannot pinpoint. It's delicious. Both of them are delicious. A very special thank you to my unmet friend Rhonda for sending us these recipes: dark chocolate almond bark and cranberry macadamia bark. They were a hit at my party and made great gifts. Thank y'all for watching. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Y'all go cook something.